another video. I took last week off because it was Easter weekend and I wanted a week to myself, I guess. Coming to terms with turning 40 probably. Anyway, I've got a bit of a sore throat this morning and I thought I would do my makeup routine because it's changed over the years, and just recently I've noticed that I'm wearing a lot less makeup, which is so bizarre because in my 20s I would plaster the stuff on. Actually, that's not true, but I did do the full foundation, concealer, all of that sort of thing, and now I don't bother. Well, certainly not with foundation anyway. I'm going to start off with a serum for my eyes, under my eyes. Just pop that. I don't know if it does anything, but anything's worth a shot. And then I go in with another serum. This is the hyaluronic acid Revita Lift. I go in with my usual Nivea cream, and I'm going to add some of my Clarins SPF. This has got an SPF in there, but I'm going to add even more because, as you can see, it's lovely and sunny. I think they don't sell this anymore, which is so upsetting, but I've got just a main SPF which I can put on. But yeah, I really like just adding this to my cream. So anyway, I'm going to take a bit of face cream on my hand like so. Add in just 2 drops. Girl who sold it to me said that's all you need, you don't need a lot. Rub it in and just apply. So yeah, turning 40. A really lovely week celebrating with family and friends. And then we went over to Windsor for a night. However, you can't film in the castle, so I did a little bit of filming outside and then just left it at that. But we did buy some donuts and some Portuguese custard tarts. So yeah, not the healthiest of holidays away, but it was enjoyable. And yeah, it was just nice just to enjoy the Easter weekend. I'm going in with a concealer just around my eyes, just any problem areas, a bit on my nose, a little bit on my chin, cover that mole, which I feel is growing at a great rate. Just blend that all in, and then that is my base done. As you can see, just normally in the past I've gone in with so much foundation and things, and my skin hasn't ever been all that bad. So I wonder why we're encouraged to even out the skin tone. You're just making it flat with loads of foundation. But anyway, that is that. Now I'm going to go in just to give a bit of warmth to my skin. I'm just going to add in a little bit of colour here and just blend that out. Sometimes I just use a bronzing powder. So just give that a little bit of a buff into the skin. Right, I'm now going to just put on a little bit of eyeshadow just to set the concealer which I've put there. Let's do a little bit of blush just on the tops of the cheeks. Next port of call is the eyelashes. Just hold it for, I don't know, 30 seconds. I just try and hold it for as long as possible. It's done. time to go in with the mascara. Finally, I'm just going to put in a little bit of lip balm. Just a clear one. And there, that is done. I still got my hair to do, mind you. But that is my makeup completed and relatively quick. And I don't feel like I'm wearing loads of it either. So my natural skin can clearly be seen, like all the defects. But you know, I think as you get older, you care less. So on today's agenda, I've made a few changes. I've changed my exercise routine now to days when I'm working. So after work, I'll go straight to the gym, which means that my days off, Monday and Wednesday, I try and keep as clear as possible. Obviously, I go see my mum and do any shopping for her. But apart from that, once I'm back in the flat, then I can spend the rest of the day. It's in the hope that in the afternoon, I will sit down and actually do some writing. So it's my first day trialing this new regime. I went yesterday to the gym and felt fantastic because after work, I get so mentally exhausted that I can't do anything else. So to then go and work out and physically exercise is so much better for me. It's a better use of time, which I suppose just makes me feel better about myself, that I'm not wasting that time, which is always a bit of a bugbear with me. So anyway, so yesterday turned out well. However, I have woken up with a sore throat, so maybe it was a bit overexertion, but either way, I'll get past it. Today I'm doing that. I'm cooking. We had a roast chicken over the Easter holidays, so I'm boiling up the bones of the chicken, the carcass, to make a stock. And I think I'm going to, I don't know whether to make a lentil soup or just an ordinary veggie soup, but that is something to decide later on today. But that is definitely something that I want to do. And I might do like a couple of outfits as well, get those together for Thursday and Friday for my working days. The weather is really nice, so I want to take that into consideration in choosing my outfits, which is fun. Right, I'm going to continue on with my morning now, and I will speak to you later. So this is my outfit for today. I've worn it many times and super comfortable and easy. So, oh, I've got hair all over me though. I've just done my hair, had my breakfast, done my hair, and I'm ready to start my day. I've actually blocked out a lot of this morning for filming, which makes life so much easier. So I'm so grateful to my earlier self who came up with this new plan that I'm now following, because I know exactly when to fit everything in. Anyway, so I'm dressed, hair done, makeup done. I am now going to, still got hair on me, I'm now going to, well actually while I was sorting my wardrobe out or choosing what I was going to wear for this morning, I picked out a few things to wear for Thursday and Friday for time in the office. So I will show you now what I chose. It also meant that reviewing some of the dresses and things in my wardrobe, I really want to have a good clear out. I'm reluctant to do it because I'm one of those people that thinks, oh, I'll come back to it. But a lot of the dresses actually, they've shrunk in the wash and they're a bit short on me now and they just don't flatter. So I feel eventually I'm going to have to just bite the bullet and donate them. But yeah, it's just another job that has to be put on the to-do list. But that's for another day. Let me get on with my office outfits. I'm going to go for this black dress I probably won't wear a blazer or anything else with it, just the black dress on its own with some little ballet flats, just to keep myself cool. I think it's 23 degrees today, and I'm assuming the weather's going to keep up. So yeah, cool is the agenda. And very similar to what I'm wearing today, just a black t-shirt, some peach loose fitting trousers, and possibly a blazer depending on how the weather is. If it cools down a bit, then the blazer's perfect and it just smartens the outfit up a little bit for the office. If not, I'll just go in my t-shirt. Finally get to sit down. I'm sorry if you can hear all the traffic outside. I've had to open the windows. It is so lovely and warm. I'm not going to complain about it because I just feel so different in myself when the sun is out. I'm in such a good mood and I don't want anything to ruin that. So windows are open, traffic is blaring, but I'm happy. That's the most important thing. I also feel like I've been really productive this morning. I managed to get the laundry done. I've worked out how to set the washing machine, the laundry, my favourite task. It seems to be, that's all I seem to talk about. But I've managed to set the washing machine to run at midnight. So I load it all up, put in all of the detergent, and then set the timer for 12:30. So hopefully that's getting the cheapest electricity. And then in the morning when I wake up about 7, this morning it was 6:30, I then just hang up the laundry to dry. But yeah, hopefully that will keep my energy bills down a little bit. And it means it's out the way, it's done, it's taken care of. So that's all finished with. Have some water. My next task for today is to prep some meals for the remaining week. Like I said, I'm boiling up a chicken carcass to make either a veggie soup or a lentil soup. I have to go to the supermarket to get some extra ingredients. So it's all dependent on what they've got in stock. I don't think I saw any red lentils last time I went in there. So it might have to be veggie soup, but I will decide that when I go out in a bit. Oh yeah, I was telling you about Windsor. So that was lovely. The hotel where we stayed, the McDonald Windsor Hotel, that was lovely. There's obviously no spa, swimming pool, anything like that, all the things that I love in a hotel. But we were just staying for one night and we wanted to keep it easy. It's on the same, you look out onto Windsor Castle from it, so it's, you know, adjacent to the hotel. There's also the Heart and Garter there, the Castle Hotel. So there's a few to choose from. But yeah, perfectly nice. I paid £100 and an extra £24 for included breakfast for 2 people. The room was nice and big. The bathroom was showing its age, but that's to be expected. Everything felt and looked clean to me. It just looked a bit tired in places. Service was good. Breakfast was lovely. Yeah, so just all in all, a very pleasant stay. But I will show you some clips. myself reading mostly. I've now picked up a new book, The Elopement by Jill Hornby. I've read all of her novels around the Jane Austen. Well, I've read all of her novels that they are advertising here. This book, so Miss Fanny Knight marries Sir Edward, and Fanny is the niece of Jane Austen, and it's her stepdaughter Mary who, as she approaches her 17th birthday, a bond forms between her and Ned Knight, an understanding that leads on the last day of the year of 1825 to Ned's declaring his hand. But her father is outraged. His outrage is immediate, his refusal is absolute, and the marriage will never take place. So, yeah, that seems to be a very good read for this lovely weather. Definitely still enjoying reading a physical book at night. I'm getting through quite a few of them now, and I haven't been like that in years. So it just goes to show, just getting into a routine, a habit, you end up just coming to it naturally. So that's great. And as I said earlier, I've moved my schedule about now, so I'm making time for things I want to do as well as the things that I have to do. It is an ongoing process. This is actually the first day put into action because, well, I suppose I did it yesterday because I had work and then I went to the gym, as I explained. Monday was bank holiday, so I just wrote off Monday because I thought, well, it's not your natural routine because everyone's off work. Well, majority is off work. So today is the day I'm actually following the timetable. I'm going to head off now, get my shopping in, have a look around and see what they have in stock, and pick up a few bits and pieces for my mum, go and visit her, hopefully have a coffee outside in the lovely weather. And then this afternoon, it is getting to grips with my writing. I have time blocked this afternoon session for my writing, so we shall see. So I have made it back a little bit later than expected, but it is now 2:30. Got my writing pad with me, so I'm going to get on with that. I've got the soup on the boil, I'll show you that, and got myself a drink. Weather is glorious, sat outside having a chat with mum, having a coffee, which was lovely. And yes, now it's just getting on with my writing. All the main chores are done, so yeah, I've got no excuse whatsoever. With an evening walk, enjoying the last rays of sunshine. It was absolute perfection, a real day for oneself. And that is my plan for my 40s, is just to create a life that I'm going to enjoy. I'm not going to get caught up in not hitting those milestones, not achieving what I wanted to achieve, because at the end of the day, I'm not unhappy for not achieving them. So sometimes you just have to think, well, maybe I didn't have those things for a reason. And those big milestones may make you happy in the moment, but for everyday life, it's about those very small enjoyments, such as going for a walk or reading a book or writing one, as the case may be. That brought me real joy yesterday, to dedicate a long passage of time just to my writing, although I forgot how much your hand hurts when writing a large amount of text. So I've ordered myself a keyboard for my iPad, and I think I'll swap over to writing on that and just keeping the notepad for ideas and progressing plots and making those sort of timelines. But the main bulk of the book to be written on the iPad. Well, as you can probably tell, I am going off to work now. So I just wanted to end this video here and say thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good week ahead, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.